What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois reportedly set to appoint former Dillian Whyte coach Mark Tibbs as his new trainer after removing Martin Bowers in the wake of the Joe Joyce defeat. The highly rated heavyweight prospect suffered his first defeat in a grueling battle with Joe Joyce late last year and has seemingly decided to switch things up as a result. The fight began with some closely contested rounds in which both men had their moments. Dubois appeared to hurt Joyce on occasion, but was often kept at bay by the more experienced man's jab. The juggernaut ultimately caused severe injury to Dubois and forced his left eye to swell shut halfway through the stage. Now, in round 10, of course, the 23-year-old took a knee and took the 10 count. Now, according to the Mail, Dubois has removed Bowers as the trainer and is set to appoint Tibbs. It's understood that Bowers, who trained Dubois from his debut, will remain in his role as manager. The report also claims that youngster has been informed by doctors that he'll be able to return by April. Of course, we know he is allegedly suffered 2 fractures to his left eye, as well as retinal bleeding in the defeat of Joe Joyce, which is serious. You know, he could have blinded himself. My counterpunch on that is the clap was for the change. He needed a change. Dubois needed to switch things up a bit because obviously Mr. Bowers did not know how to insist him when he needed to be insisted, or instructed rather. He told him things like, this is the fight, that's where we're at. He didn't tell him to move his head. He didn't tell him to stay off the center line. He didn't tell him to counter the jab with a right hand or a pull counter. He had nothing to give this man but like a pep talk. A fighter doesn't need a pep talk. They need instruction. He did not give him that. Okay? He sit there and told this man round after round, from what I could hear, because I watched that fight, and I know a lot of you watched that fight with me live. I salute you. But we all heard this guy say, it is what it is. This is the fight now. How is that going to help him from getting popped in his face with a jab like he was getting? That was wrong instruction. So I'm glad he did that. The only problem I have counterpunching him is the fact that he kept Bowers as a manager. I wouldn't have done that. Look, when you lose like that, obviously there are some things. Not saying that he's a bad manager. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, when you lose, it's best to get to clear the whole slate. Get it out of there. Sweep the kitchen. We call sweep the kitchen. You're like, look, let's get you out of there. I think that maybe the relationship they had together, I think that might have had a part of it. A lot of people, respect loyalty. So I think that's probably one of the reasons he still kept him around for a particular job. But at the end of the day, he did need a change. And I was saying that, or I was actually thinking that, when he was being misinstructed, or really not instructed at all, by Bowers. Okay, so it's a good thing. Now, Mark Tibbs and Dillian Whyte, the only reason he didn't coach Dillian Whyte because of the pandemic, and Dillian Whyte was training in Portugal. Mark Tibbs had a family in England. Okay, so it wasn't something where they fell out because of money or something that, that these guys didn't, see eye to eye on. It was nothing like that. So Mark Tibbs is a good trainer. He's an available trainer, and I think that he can do wonders with Dubois. Because it's always a certain situation where a trainer sees these type of errors that these other trainers are not instructing these fighters on. Now he has an opportunity to do it. But I think it's a good change. I wish the best for Dubois. I hope Mark Tibbs can do a lot with this guy. You guys tell me what you think of Daniel Dubois lining up with Mark Tibbs as his new trainer. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.